Hi, I'm Paul. Welcome to my messy workshop. With the holidays fast approaching, I decided to do another holiday project. This time I went to Berry Basket and I bought this pattern. And what it is, it's the cover for a Kleenex, the small Kleenex box. I'm going to make a couple of changes to it. It shows overlapping corners. I'm going to put mitered corners on it. I changed the size just a little bit. I'm not going to put a bottom on it. The pattern has a removable top with a base on it. I'm going to make mine without a base and permanently attach the top so that you just set it over a box of Kleenex. The first thing I did was I took 2 pieces of 1/4-inch plywood. I taped it with blue tape. I affixed my pattern to it. Now, to make sure my pattern was straight, what I did is I drew a vertical line and a horizontal line on my blue tape. Then I did the same thing on the pattern, and then I aligned the marks so that my pattern was square on my blanks. And right now I'm going to go over the drill press, drill the entrance holes for all the places that I have to drill to be able to get my scroll saw blade in. So I'll be back in just a little bit. I have all my holes drilled in my pattern. I have a new blade in my scroll saw. So now I'm just going to go through and cut out all the holes, and there's also some veining gets done in here. And all the veining is just running the blade in and then backing it back out to give it more of a real appearance of flowing, like in this case it's the flowing gown and the wings of the angel. Well, there's the first 2 sides cut out. I'll take the pattern and the blue tape off and show you what it looks like. And this is what the sides are going to look like. And they'll have a miter on each corner, and then they'll fit together with a miter joint. So I've got another set of 2 to do. When I get those done, I'll be back. Now I have all 4 sides cut out, and what I found, some of the plies on this Baltic birch were not glued real well. And you can see, like right here, and especially here, the outer veneer peeled off when I took the tape off. There's another spot over here. No big deal. What I'm going to do is when I put it together, I'll just make sure that this face is on the inside and that the good face is on the outside. So now it's over to the table saw to miter the edges, and it's going to be real important that I remember which side is in and which side is out. Well, I have my blade set at 45 degrees. I have a stop block set so that I'm just going to cut one edge of each of the pieces. And I'm going to make sure the good side is up so that any defects end up on the inside of the box. Now what I'll do is I'll move my stop block over to where I'm just cutting a 45 on this side, and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got my table saw adjusted to cut the other side. I want to make sure that my mitered side is up against the stop block. Now that all my miters are cut, I'll get set up to glue the sides of the box together. Well, the pieces are all cut out. I've laid out a couple pieces of blue tape, sticky side up. On my sides, I put some blue tape on the inside so that any squeeze out will go on the tape, and then I'll just take the tape off after the glue dries. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up the pieces on the blue tape that's sticky side up. Line them up nice and straight. And then I'll put some glue in the joints. Then all that's left to do is just and then the tape acts as a clamp. Take off any extra squeeze out that I see. The rest I'll clean up after the glue dries. I'll check it for square. And it is very square. So I'll just let the glue dry. Then I'll make the top, glue the top on. So I'll be back after the glue dries. Well, I got kind of carried away. I forgot to film making the top and attaching it to the box. Sorry about that. Here I was working away real diligently, making good progress, and I thought, nuts. I forgot to film that. But anyway, here's how it looks so far. I'm going to put a finish on it. I think I might use shellac. I'll put a couple coats of shellac on it and I'll be back. Well, the project is done. I finished it with a coat of shellac. I sanded that down with about 320 sandpaper, just enough to take the nubs off it. Then I sprayed it with spray lacquer. I spray just about all my projects with spray lacquer. And the reason for that is it gives it a nice, hard, smooth finish. When I made this, I wasn't really paying that close attention to my measurements, and I made it a little larger than I really needed to. The inside measurement is about 5 3/8 by 5 3/8. I could have got by with about 4 3/4, 4 7/8. The sides are on the outside are 5 7/8 wide, 5 7/8 tall. They could have been a little closer to 5.5 inches tall. I don't know why I wasn't paying that close attention. My mind must have gone someplace. The sides are made out of 1/4 inch Baltic birch. The top is made out of 1/4 inch oak. And I just happened to have some oak laying around, so that's what I made the top out of. In the plans that I had, it showed the top overhanging by about 1/4 inch. I made mine overhang by about 1/8 of an inch with just a little round over on it. It was a nice, easy project. All you have to do is take a box of Kleenex, stick it up through, and you have a nice wintertime cover for your Kleenex box. Well, I sure appreciate your sticking around and watching that build. it got a little closer to the holidays than I really wanted to. I was hoping to have it done a few days ago, but life gets in the way. I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel if you already haven't. You can leave a comment. I appreciate those, and I try and answer all the comments. You can give me a thumbs up. That helps a lot. Or you can share it with somebody else if you think somebody else might enjoy this project. Again, if you'd like to get a hold of me, my email address is right here. It's paulsmessyworkshop@gmail.com. And again, thanks so much for watching my video, and have a very Merry Christmas.